Welcome to Wall Street Confidential. You know, as central banks across the globe start injecting money into their banking systems, I got to wonder, and I'm sure you're wondering, at what point, Jim, is enough, you know, in terms of the money that we hand over to institutions?
The answer is there's never a point. I mean, one of the things that we learned about, a lot of this occurred because of Lehman Brothers, where the government didn't really understand the ramifications of one very large firm going under, and that there were $700 billion worth of hits. I mean, it looks like right now, if you read the articles, that Lehman had nothing. Mm-hmm. You know, they owed, they had to have some asset. I mean, it's like
the building,
right? Was there just $700 billion that they had borrowed from everybody with no collateral? It does appear that way right now, and that shows you that the ripple effects are so horrible here. The Washington Mutual, they didn't make them buy the preferreds. That's another one. Wachovia got the preferreds and the debt made out okay. So Wachovia Citi got a much worse deal than J.P. Morgan did. Mm-hmm. But I would emphasize this. There is no level that we shouldn't try to preserve the system. You know, we tried to exercise so-called market discipline on Lehman, and it really crushed us. There's an alpha at UBS that stock seems to go down every day. I would do anything I can to preserve UBS, anything I can. The central banks were still very biased toward inflation. I mean, that's going to prove to be quite foolish. Mm-hmm. It's obvious that we're in a vicious deflationary spiral where the central banks are doing the wrong thing. We need to nationalize the risk of deposits. In other words, just make it so that your deposits are safe up to $2 million. But we're, I spent a lot of time thinking about how to measure my words. Last year I didn't. Last year I just said, listen, it's financial Armageddon. They know nothing. We're going to lose all these firms. And now I don't want to be that voice anymore. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to convey any level of complacency here. I'm just saying that the time to scream fire was when I saw the fire coming. Now we're in the midst of a horrible fire. And I just don't want people to have financial death here. And to not, Lehman Brothers was a fire, and we chose not to put it out. And that was a mistake. All the big fires have to be put out, or we accept what I regard as being the nuclear winter of the financial system. And 20 to 30% unemployment is perfectly within reason. And I think back to 1929 and the way things played out, and there were a lot of people who were angry. Most people think that the bailout's either way too big or that it's bad. I mean, I would argue that it's too small and it's good. But I'm sophisticated, okay, and I see what's about to happen. And I know that what's about to happen is so horrible that I just want people to have cash, some gold, some safety stocks, something that yields. And if they have to have another stock that is dicey, what dicey stock could be Bank of America. So I really don't want anyone to take away my flat nature of what I'm talking about to be anything other than the fact that, look, I'm trying to keep a calm head because the fires are raging, and put them out.
All right. We appreciate that, Jim, especially here at TheStreet.com TV. You're watching Wall Street Confidential. Don't go away. Thank you.